This conference will now be recorded.
So now we just need to work with Python programming language for this particular class. Okay. In yesterday class, we understood that what the things will be there in a industries, right? So now, if you want to work with Python programming language, either you have to downloading the Python software in your local computer, then we can work for it, or else we have the cloud platform that is a Google, that is Google, oh, that is Google Colab. Okay, so you just do something like this. When you give it like Google Colab, so you will be getting the link is colab.research.google.com. Okay, there you can try. Okay, so here examples is okay. So here, if you open the collab.research.google.com, it will be showing something like this. So why we are using the Collab? So it's a little faster than the normal when you're installing the Anaconda in your local computer, and we can work for with Anaconda itself. Okay, but most of the time, what happens? So when you're working with a little bit of big programs, there it required the instead of the CPU, they required the somewhat GPU things actually. Okay, is it clear? So
Yeah.
so GPU, it's accessing the GPU for free for charge. That means you don't need to pay for anything actually. And moreover, the Google is providing the free GPU for us. So GPU is the little bit speeder than the CPU. So that's the reason if you want to be do some kind of operations in a little faster, then we can use the Google Colab actually. Okay, if it is a free servers. But when you're really working with the company only providing this kind of platform for you actually. Okay, is it clear my point? So if you're working with the company will be providing that specific internal tool. But the thing is that there we are going to be working with Python programming language itself, but which is similar to something like this only. Clear? Yeah. Now, once you open the collab.research.google.com, we can click on the file, and you can create the new notebook. When you creating the new notebook, which was opened with some new file, and the file default it was untitled 0, then we can rename this one. So I'm going to be renaming this with today date. It's a 21, right? So 0921. Is it 21?
Yeah.
It's 21.
Oh, it's a 21.
Yes, sir. 21.
Okay, so Python basic syntax. So if you're not familiar with the syntax, then it could be the problem for us. Okay, so if you go and work with Python programming language, so if you're not familiar with syntax, then it is a problem. So that we should see here the recent things which is showing you 092122. It's a Python basic syntax file. It can be showing you, and moreover the file format is IPYNB. I means interactive, PY means Python, NB means notebook. So which is in the notebook format actually. Okay, so within this one we have so here we have so this is the box we are calling it's a cell. What it is? This is the box we are calling it's a shell. So this particular cell, what you can do, we can use in two modes. One is for code mode, and second one for text mode. Okay, code mode will help you to write the code, and text will help you to give some kind of description. Clear? So for example, in a Python, if you want to print something on the screen, then we can use the print function. Okay, for example, I want to print the welcome to Python. Welcome to Python. So this is the text I want to be displayed. So you just use the simply print function, and inside of it we can give you the some kind of string. Then it automatically, if you're executing this one, it can be display output here itself. And and you will get more info in further sessions. Okay, so this kind of information I want to be displayed on the screen. So once if we written some statements on the screen, then if we want to be execute, here we have a run option. Okay, here we have a run option, run all, run before, run the focus cell, and the run selection, run after. Okay, or else, so either you can just simply click on this particular one, you will able to execute this one. If you are executed, then you will be getting output here itself. Okay, so this is my output of this particular program. Okay, is it clear? If you want
Yes,
to be create the same one more cell, then here we have an option, code option is there. You just click on this one, again one more box was created. Okay, within this particular box we can write one more example, but before that one, try to understand here the first line which is started with hash character, right? If something which is started with a hash character, in a programming perspective, this is the line which was hidden, it won't be visible to the CPU. Is it clear my point? It won't be visible for the CPU. CPU can be see only these two statements. Because of that one, we are getting output here. Clear? So, but if it is not seeing, then you should get some error, right? But why we are not getting an error? Because of we started with a hash character. When something which is started with hash character, then that we are calling it a comment. Comments. Comment means hidden instructions. So we can hide the instruction. We can hide the instruction. So how we can hide the instruction? With help of the hash character. Not only that one, but we are going to be hiding instruction only one line only one line. But I want to be comment multiple lines in one shot. Then we have a triple quotes. Within the triple quote, that means what? It's a quote is there, right? Single quote is there, right? That we need to repeat 3 times. So you can write the multiple lines. This is multi-line comment. So this is the way you can able to commenting the multiple lines also. Okay, for example, if you are assigning some data to the one particular variable, we can directly assign it. If you want to be assign some data to the b variable, we can directly assign it. So this is the way we can execute, and we can write the code and we can execute it. So once your execution is done, then you will be getting output here itself. Is it clear? So what you understand here? So the program which is consisting the two things. One is the comments. That's fine. These two are the comments only. One is the comment. What about second one? Second one is the statement. Statement can be executable part. So that we are getting output for this particular 57. So here a equal to 12 is the statement, and b equal to 45 is the statement, and print of a plus b is also statement. So these three are the statements, so that we are getting output here. Okay, if it is not a statement, then if it is not executing, that means it's a comment. Okay, if nothing is there inside of the comment, each and everything will be tried to be executed by the CPU. If something is there inside of the comment, then it won't be executed. Clear? Yeah, can you please note this information? Okay, so this is the thing I want to be changed to code mode, text mode. Then we can. So now it is in a text mode. When you click on the text, you will be getting the text actually. Okay. So here, the first one is understanding the what we call step one. Okay, step one is comments and statements. Comments and statements. Those things we understood here. See, so this is the just a text mode, but here I want to make it some section. So if it is the section wise, then it will be easy to understand what is happening it. Okay, so inside of the new section, so here we can write it. So simple thing, actually something which is started with hash character in the text, then it is a section. Okay, so here, and understanding the instructions program, instructions in program. So the program, it might be consisting the two things. Okay, what are those? What are those?
Instruction. The
First one is comments
and say
and
statement.
second one is statements. Those are the two things will be there inside of the instruction. So here section one is the instructions in program. Oh, sorry, program. It's not programmer, it's a program. Okay, program. So there are two type of instructions are there, comments and statements. So this kind of text we can write on the Jupyter notebook. So if someone is started understanding of the program, okay, they will understand, okay, instructions in program, comments and statements. So this is the comment, and this one is also comment, this one is also comment, and this one is the statement. So everyone can easily understand, right? See here, the code and text will help you. Here the code and text will help you, okay, to understand the program in easy manner. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah, that's about comments and statements. Now the next thing is that I would like to insert one more thing. So in a programming language, not only comments and statement, there are some words are there. Okay, some names in programming language. Names in programming language. You can go and work with any programming language. There is two different names are there. Okay, so here, so the section one is, the new section is, so what is the section two? The section two, names in programming language. Instead of the names, you can say that it's a word. Words in programming language. So previously we understood the sentence. Okay, previously we understood the sentence. Previously we understood the sentence, right? Sentence are two types of sentences are there in a programming language: comments and the statements. Comments can be can't be executable. Statements can be executable. So statements can be executable. So that we are calling it, say, statements and comments. And the comments are not executable, so that we are calling it, say, comments. And if you go and work with a programming language, so every programming language which consisting the two type of words. What are those? The first one is the keyword. Second one is the identifiers. Okay, identifiers. So there is two names are there. Oh shit. Cancel. Okay. So we have to insert the text one. So here, double click on it and you should enter it and we can run it. See, in any programming language, there are two type of words are there. One is the keywords and the second one is the identifier. Before that one, we understood the instructions in programming language. There is two types of instructions in programming language. The first one is the comments and statements. And meanwhile, there is two types of words are there in a programming language, which is the words and keywords and identifier. let's talk about the okay, keywords. So what is keywords? What is keywords? What is keywords? Tell me. What is keywords? Keywords are the predefined names. So by the time of defining that particular programming language, predefined words, some of the programming languages are which are already defined, some of the words which are already defined in that particular programming language, that we are calling it say keywords. Okay, second one is the identifier. When it comes to the identifier, and identifiers is nothing but which are the programmer defined names. So here the programmer defined names or defined words. So here the programmer also can be defined some words, and okay, programmer also can be defined some words, and as well as some of the words which are already defined at it. So based upon that one, there is two type of keywords are there. Okay, what are those? Sorry, there is two types of words are there. One is the keywords and identifiers. Keywords means it's a predefined names, and identifiers means which are the user defined names or programmer defined names. Okay, what is the purpose of this particular keywords? Every keyword which is having its own specific purpose actually. So I want to look what are the keywords are there in Python programming language. If you want to look for that one, we have the import keyword, and with help of the import keyword we can import the library. The name of the library is the keyword library. Inside of it we have the lot many keywords are there that all are which is available in one particular variable. That variable name is kw list. Okay, so once if you executed this one, so there is some keywords are there inside of that particular programming language. This many keywords are there. Okay, so each and every keyword having its own special meaning, and false, none, true, and as, assert,
Yes.
asynchronous, these are all keywords. So each and every keyword which is having some kind of special meaning. Okay, so those keywords some will understood in further sessions. When we have a knowledge on this all keywords, that means you are the comfortable with that particular programming language. Okay, so as of now we are not going to be executing we are not going to be understanding each and every keyword, because of each and every keyword having its own some kind of special functionalities. When times comes, then I can explain you. Okay, now here we try to observe here only these three names are started with the capital letter. Rest of the things are the smaller case letters actually. Okay, so these are the only these are the three words are started with uppercase letters. Rest of the words are started with and ends with, and wherever we have it, it's a smaller case letters only. Okay, everything will be smaller case only these three are the uppercase. And here I just want to tell you one thing: the Python programming language, which is the case sensitive. Python programming language is the case sensitive, so that Python programming language is the case sensitive. Uppercase letters are different and lowercase letters are different. Okay, for example, here a equal to, it's 100. Okay, for example, if a equal to 200, so here what is the value of a and what is the value of capital A? It's 100 and 200, right? So this is the called, it's a case sensitive. Okay, so even you're assigning some data to the variable a, small a, and even you're assigning some data to the capital A. So small a having this some data, capital A having the some data. So but for pronunciation by the human being, both are a's only, but in computer's perspective, this is the small a and this is capital A, both are different. Clear? Both are different. Is it clear my point or not?
Yeah.
So this thing we are calling it say case sensitive. Python is a case sensitive. So make sure that when you are using the capital F, you should use capital F only. Don't use the small f. When you are using the capital N, then you should use the capital N only. Don't use the small n. So whatever the name we are using, that specific name only you should use for further execution of the statements. Okay, in a program. Now the problem is here we need to go for understanding the identifiers. So you already know that identifiers, which are the programmer defined names, right? What is the purpose of programmer need to be defining these particular names? The programmer has to give the words for names for variables. If you want to give the names for variables, or if you want to give the names for functions, and if you want to give the names for classes, then we can use the identifier. Okay, there is some rules are there for each and every identifier. So what are the rules we have to follow it? So these rules I can explain you with a small example. See, here we can use the smaller case letter, and we can use the uppercase letter, or we can use the combination of this one. You can use the combination of uppercase letters and lowercase letters. Are you getting any kind of error here? So we used the smaller case letter, we used the uppercase letters as well, and we used the smaller and the combination of the smaller and upper. Okay, so this is the three ways. Okay, so that means here we can use anything. Uppercase letters we can use, smaller case letters we can use. That means we can change the rule over here. The first rule is we can use alphabets. Okay, alphabets are the smaller case alphabets as well as capital letters. Okay, this is fine. So next one is okay, names. We can use alphabets, small a to small z, and capital A to capital Z. Next one is yeah. So I was trying to use some numbers. So here I try to use the number. Okay, is there any error? No, I just want to use the number in somewhere else. So second character. So we are not getting any error. Even if I want to try to use the character in a after the second position, no error. Okay, so we are getting output again. Okay, but same thing. What I will do now, I started with a digit. When I started with the digit, that could be the problem. So we can use the digits. Don't start with the digit. When you are started with the digit, you will get this kind of error. This kind of error we are calling it a syntax error. Clear or not? So we can try to updating the identifier rule. The rule is we can use digits. Oh, okay, we can use digits and 0 to 9. But one more thing you need to remember, but don't start with the digit. The name, it won't be started with the digit. Okay, is this clear, my point? Is this clear?
Yeah.
And we can try to use the underscore. We can start it with underscore. We can use underscore in somewhere else. We can use in the middle of it, or else we can use in a last. So we can use underscore wherever you want it. Okay, so in the middle of, so within the name, So middle also we can use it, and the last also we can use it, and the first also we can use it. So we won't get any kind of error. So that means we can use the underscore. So simply we can say that here third rule is we can use the underscore. Okay, shift with minus, that we are calling it underscore. This is fine. Now I want to try to use the some special characters. We used the underscore, right? In the same way we can try to use the some special characters. So we can try to use the special character wherever you want it. So it won't be supposed to use these special characters actually. Okay, so special characters, if I try to use the special character somewhere else, so that could be the problem for us. Okay, syntax error. So the syntax error, why we are getting the syntax error? Because of you try to use the okay special characters while giving the names. So that is the log, that is the rule we should follow it. So we can say that don't use special characters other than the underscore. If we have anything that it everything, it could be a special characters only. Okay, and here we have some keywords are there, right? Here we have some keywords. These are all keywords. So if I use this particular keywords as an identifier, so that could be the problem again. So you are assigning some data to one particular name. The name is while is the keyword, so which is there in the list of keywords. Okay, when this word which is there in the list of keyword, then it could be the error for us. It's a syntax error again. So what you understood here? So I can simply say that the fifth one is don't use keywords as identifiers. Okay, so this is what, these are the keywords and identifiers. Keywords are some list of keywords are there, and if you want to print the how many number of keywords, if you want to know that, then simply we can use the list, length of keyword list. Okay, there are 35 keywords are there in a Python programming language. So this 35 keywords, it will help you in a further classes. Any more questions till now what we have it? Can you note this example? Mani and Sai, are you following my points?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are following.
Can you please execute this same statements in your local computer? So I can, if you are facing any issue, I will let you know. I will try to resolve it in the same session.
Google Colab. Yeah, sir. It's executed successfully.
Done, everyone? Everything is done?
Yeah.
These are all keywords and identifiers
Yeah.
exam. Sorry? Done?
Yeah, no, sir. No, yeah, it's done.
This one, everyone, everything.
Okay.
Mani, are you executing in your local missions?
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay. This one?
Yeah, everything is done.
Still here. Okay. Now we'll go for understanding the next concept from the Python basic syntax, which is the variables. So the use case of the we got the variable concept from the identifier only. Okay. So the next thing is that it's a variables. So variables is nothing but identifier, which are identifiers. Okay. So you already know that identifiers means what? It's a names, right? That means variable also it's a names only, right? So what is the use of it? Which can be hold some information. Okay, some information. So what is the syntax for this one? The syntax of the variables declaration in any programming language is different, but in case of Python programming language, it was little differ actually. Okay, yeah. So the syntax is, so first we have to defining the identifier. You should have the identifier name and the data element. That's it. The data can be anything. So this is the syntax of the variable. So I think we've seen some examples of previous things, right? These are all variables only. These are all variables only. These are all variables only. So we can see the previous example. The right side data, right side thing will be the data. Left side could be some name. Right side is data and left side could be the name, right? That could be the syntax of the variable in case of Python, a programming language. So here, for example, some name Anjan is holding the, let me consider it's a Python trainer. Let me consider, just make it something like this. Okay. So if you want to print this particular data, then you can just print the Anjan here. Okay. So this is the way we can give any name and we can assign any data and you can print directly with help of the variable name only. Okay. Meanwhile, I want to know which location which is holding. So if you want to know the memory location, then we can have a function is id function. id followed by the id followed by and variable name. So this is the way it can be used for to return the memory address. Okay. So return the identity of an object. This is guaranteed to be unique among the simulated existing object. C Python uses object memory address actually. So if you want to be find out the memory location, then we can use the id function. So with this particular memory location, the data Python trainer was stored and you're referencing this particular address with Anjan name. Did you clear my point? Did you clear my point? So within this particular address location, we holded the data is, it's a Python trainer, but every time which is not possible accessing this memory location, and every time it's not possible to remember this data, so this particular data you're giving with some name, so you're referencing the names, we're referencing the memory locations with some names that we are calling it say variables. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
it's clear.
Simply we can say the definition of the variable is the names are used to reference the memory location. Names are used to reference the memory locations. Reference the memory location of any variable or any name or any data. Okay. So if you want to referencing the memory location of any data with some names that we are calling it say variables. I hope you clear my point. Any questions? So the next concept is data types. The data types I can start freshly, okay, with next class actually. But before that one, if you have any kind of questions for today's class, you please let me know. And I would like to upload this particular file in our Canvas playlist. Download as, oh, I want to download with a different file format. Okay, I can share with you. PDF format. So I think it's not good. Download as, instead of the Jupyter file, if you're downloading in something else, it can be easy to readable. That's what I'm looking for it. Okay, anyway, I'm downloading as a Jupyter file format only. Okay, the same Jupyter file format you downloaded, right? If you want to upload the same file from your local computer, then you can click on the file and upload the notebook. Okay, when you click on the upload the notebook, here we can choose the file. For example, whatever the file I'm sharing with you, that file if you want to open it, so we have to open from the Google Colab only. Okay,
Yeah,
first we should download, then we can open it, then only we can able to access, otherwise it's not possible. I hope you clear my point,
yeah.
right? Okay, so this file I would like to upload into the Canvas playlist, and so if you're missing any information by the time of discussion, and it can help you actually. Okay, model 002 documents, that's it. Mhm. Okay, clear.
Yeah, clear.
So still you're not accepted my request from the Canvas. Please accept that one so that you can able to access the recordings, otherwise it's not possible.
I
Okay,
didn't get any mail regard. Oh,
any
yeah. Canvas
what
course
will be,
invitation. Yeah, I just got.
or you can share me your screen.
I got it.
You can share me your screen. Can share me your screen, Raymond. Can you please share me your screen, Raymond? I already given a permission to share your screen. You just accept screen share option so that we will look for your computer. So if you are facing any if you need any kind of help by the time of accessing the recording, I can let you know. No, Mani and Revant, you guys can able to access the recordings, right? So go ahead with accessing the recording. If you're facing any issue, please let me know. Definitely, I will help you. Bye. Take care.
Yeah, bye.